My name is Steph Scholl. I'm 33 and I'm from Florida in the United States. I am the owner and captain of a 46-foot Fontainebleau catamaran, and I'm a professional freedive instructor. Sabine and I purchased our catamaran in December of 2019. At the time, I had a lot of experience on boats, but never as a captain of my own boat. So it became a goal of mine to get the education and the experience and the certification to be a legitimate captain. I studied for the next month, and in February, I successfully passed my OUPV 100-ton captain's license to officially be the captain of our boat. Before purchasing our boat, both Sabine and I had the experience of living on board sailboats, but neither of us had the experience of owning our own boat or operating our own boat. So once we moved on board, it was a tremendous learning experience for both of us. I am the captain, and Sabine was going to be the chef and then decided that she enjoys spending more time in the engine room, so she's now the engineer. But both of us have some really good friends who have helped us along the way and educate us along the way. We're doing all of our own work on the boat, all of our own maintenance. We sail our own boat, and it's been a really mentally and physically challenging experience, but something that is so remarkable, and we can never go back to life on land. Most people, when they meet us, they don't believe that Sabine and I are the owners of our catamaran or that I'm the captain and she's the engineer. But after spending some time with us, they quickly realize that we know a thing or two about the boat, and we're doing our best to educate ourselves every single day so that we're both very confident and safe and represent female captains well. I have found that the sailing life is primarily male dominated. There are definitely more male captains than there are female captains, but I haven't found it any harder or easier to be a captain or to talk about ocean conservation efforts. What I have found is that the sailing community is tremendously supportive and willing to help and wanting to make a positive difference. Sabine and I had a pretty strict criteria when we went boat shopping for our dream boat. We wanted a boat that was between 44 and 46 feet. We wanted it to have 4 berths and 4 heads, and we also wanted to make sure that it had never been a charter boat. So once we applied those criteria and then started looking in the United States where I lived, it really narrowed down the number of boats that we were able to go see. But luckily, after viewing just 4 boats, we found our dream boat located in Miami, Florida. And after a sea trial, a couple weeks of negotiation, we walked away with our dream boat at a comfortable price, and it met all of our criteria. I met the Fontainebleau team in Portugal at a boat show. I had the opportunity to tour almost every single different brand of catamaran and ended up deciding on a Fontainebleau because of the combination of comfort and performance of the catamaran. It really was the ideal layout for me, and it just felt like home. On top of that, the executive team of Fontainebleau who I met were all just outstanding human beings in general, with a focus on ocean conservation and sustainable living. So I felt like the brand was really aligned with my personal brand and my personal goals. And so it was a really easy decision for me when I was boat shopping. When I was working in corporate America, I always had the dream of purchasing a catamaran and sailing off to the Bahamas to live on and in the ocean. And so recently I decided to turn that dream into a reality and leave corporate America in order to pursue life on the ocean. I was introduced to the sport of freediving from a couple friends, and immediately it became my passion. I worked my way up and became the first female American PADI freedive instructor to successfully complete the instructor course. I can comfortably dive past 30 meters, but most of my diving is between 20 and 25 meters for underwater modeling, as well as sustainable spearfishing. One of the most memorable experiences I've had freediving is an interaction I had with a tiger shark. I was diving in about 40 feet of water when a 15-foot tiger shark started to approach me, and she started to come in so close that I actually had to use my hand to redirect her before she would bump right into my mask. And for a moment, we were less than a foot apart, making eye contact. And in that moment, it was just a moment of mutual respect and understanding. And it was so magical. It's a moment that I'll never forget. I live an ocean to table lifestyle, which means the only protein I consume is fish that I have harvested myself through sustainable spearfishing. And because of this, I'm in the water almost every day. I see the impact that humans have on the ocean, and it's one of my main focuses and goals to protect the ocean. I truly believe people protect what they know and love and understand. So my goal is to help educate people so that they can learn about the ocean, they can have the experiences, and they can fall in love with it as much as I have. How I'm doing that is by teaching freediving, also doing shark diving, so people don't have a fear of sharks, they don't have a fear of depth, and they can come in the ocean comfortably and have a really positive experience. I truly believe once they have a positive experience, they'll fall in love with the ocean the way that I have, and they'll want to protect it just as much. Another focus of ours is reducing single-use plastics. It's very challenging to live a plastic-free lifestyle, and it's not something that we've been able to accomplish 100%, but we're working every day to make educated decisions on minimizing single-use plastic use. When I'm in the ocean, many times I see more plastic than I do fish, and it's absolutely heartbreaking to see the impact that we're having on the ocean. Currently, we're anchored up in the southern Bahamas in a really remote area next to some gorgeous islands. Something that we're working on now are virtual training programs for freediving, and then some educational programs on sustainable spearfishing as well as ocean conservation. And we don't really know where we're going to go next. Our goal is to explore the Bahamas for at least the next year and then see where the wind blows. The best way to support us or to get involved and take a course is by contacting us through social media. On Instagram, I'm Freediver Steph, and Sabine is at Sabine Benet. And you can also follow us along on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is C'est la vie.